What's up, guys? I want to do a video talking a little bit about some wild edibles. I've done wild edible videos in the past and a lot of people have liked them, but I want to kind of take a survey and do an introductory video talking about them just a little bit. I just got done fishing. I'm on the quad, that's what the background noise is, and I'm just looking for some free food in the wild. This is a random wild strawberry patch. If anyone who's familiar with some of the berry stuff out there, recognize the leaves quite easily. But every one of those little flowers is going to turn into a strawberry. So it's a nice little find. Just discovered this one yesterday, and I'm looking forward to hopefully get some strawberries. The birds and bugs and stuff leave me any. But anyway, I'm just going to do a quick little ride and take a look around a little bit and show you some other stuff. I know there's definitely blackberries and blueberries, and of course, if I wanted to, I can eat like milkweed, and there's a crap load of cattails and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of chickweed around here, stuff like that. So let's go take a look at that real quick, and you let me know. Let me know if these are the types of videos you guys want to see. Of course, in addition to the usual. All right, so don't freak out. There'll still be knife videos. There'll still be gear stuff all the time. But summer's upon us, and a lot of these berries are starting to grow, and other wild edibles are starting to peak. And throughout summer, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm going to be kind of harvesting and eating myself. And my question to you is, do you want me to film it? So let's take a little ride. I'll show you just a couple other things real quick. Don't go too fast because I got my camera here. Certainly don't want to drop this. Well, actually, ooh, so we come to a sliding halt. This whole bush right here is a blueberry bush. We got wild blueberries here, and they're growing. They're not ripe yet. Probably to guess maybe 2 weeks or so they'll be big and juicy and blue and ready to pick. I know I'll probably do a video on jam again, making homemade jam. I've done it before, so people have been watching me for years. You guys remember it, but I just might do another one as kind of a refresher. If you look in there's also a little bird's nest, so I'm not going to disturb this too much. Get back on course. Over here, because this entire bush is also blueberries. Thousands and thousands of them. This bush has got to be, I don't know, 8-9 feet wide and probably 7.5-8 feet tall, and tons and tons of blueberries everywhere. So this is my main source. In fact, some of the other smaller blueberry bushes I only discovered this year. I never really looked elsewhere. I knew that there were so many blueberries right here. I didn't really care to look around for more, but now that I found more, I don't have to worry about the birds and stuff again. There's still plenty for me. As we move on a little bit here, we'll see these are wild raspberries. Zoom in a little bit, you can take a look at that flower. And once again, every single flower is going to become a raspberry. And there'll be tons of bugs and birds that come and eat them, but this little patch right here, and by the way, it smells fantastic. If you never smelled this stuff and these flowers open up, it is such an awesome smell. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these plants get stripped fairly quickly, so timing's everything. You got to come out here before the animals do and start harvesting whatever you can. But this little patch right here, there's literally 100 or more in the area, so I know where to get them. If one happens to be depleted of berries, I can move on to the next one. So continue here. Of course, cattails too. Around the entire pond are cattails. And if you don't know, down towards the stalk, I might do a video in the future on this if you guys are interested, but down towards the stalk, when you peel the leaves back, there's this jelly stuff, and that jelly is a really good antiseptic, and also helps cure itch. If you got bug bites and stings and stuff, you can rub that on your little wounds, and it should help heal it a little bit, or at least soothe the feeling. But the stalks are edible. Now I know there's an apple tree up here, and I forget where exactly. It's within this about 30 feet or so. It's an apple tree. There's also a pear tree back there, but it's too thick for me to get back there. The apples I do pick, however. Let's see, oh, right here, another blueberry bush. We'll zoom in a little bit. You guys can see those blueberries coming along. If it focuses for me. There we go, you can kind of see them. So once again, another huge, this whole bush right here is another blueberry bush. More raspberries. I don't have to look at everything. There's one more thing I want to show you down here. It's interesting. But all throughout this path, there's wild raspberries and some blackberries too. And actually, I passed it, but in that corner, there's elderberry, which I think I did a video in the past on. And I passed what I wanted to show you. So, gotta go in reverse here. Hang on a second. This tree, and on the other side of all this brush, actually that big tree up there too, talking about this one, this is the staghorn sumac. Alright, so all of these berries on top here, this is all edible. And when this all turns red, you can soak those berries in water, and it's supposed to make a lemonade type drink. It's supposed to be really good, just a little bit of a lemon flavor. It's something I've always seen. You see those the sumacs on the side of the highway all the time, very common. But I never personally tried it, so this year I'd like to try that once it's ready. As we keep driving, you can see more, tons more raspberries. So eventually we'll be snacking on these. It's awesome. Some more down there. And I know I did a video early last spring, I think. I forget, but there's a lot of Coosa dogwoods here. See this? There's at least 5 or 6 here, and these all bear edible fruit. And these are ornamental trees that a lot of people have in your yard, and you don't realize that the fruit is edible. So you can see right here all these flowers that are starting to die off a little bit. That center there, it grows a fruit, and there's this tough red skin. When they're nice and big and a little bit like there's a little give or squishiness to them, you break open that skin and there's a fruit inside that varies in flavor across the board. I've had some that taste a little bit like pineapple, banana, papaya, orange, citrus, all kinds of stuff. Some are really bitter and disgusting, some are really sweet and delicious, but you do have to spit the seeds out, so be careful. And I mean, by the way, anything that has to do with wild edibles, you know, don't take my word for it, please. Read 20 books on it, read 50 websites, and even then, there's a process you go through when you have something that's wild, any kind of food. You know, you touch it to your lips first, wait a little while, make sure you're not allergic to it, because if you are, your throat can swell up. So you touch it to your lips and mouth, and if there's no reaction, then you wipe it like on your tongue, on the tip of your tongue a little bit, wait 10 minutes or so. If there's still no reaction, then you can chew it, but don't swallow it, spit it out. You know, again, wait 15-20 minutes. Just make sure that you're not getting any kind of tingling or rash or itchiness or swelling at all, because you want to be extremely sure that, first of all, it's edible and you are correctly identifying it, and number 2, that you're not allergic to it. Just because it's edible doesn't mean you can have it, right? I love peanuts. There's tons of people out there that if you shove a peanut up your nose, you probably die. All right, so it's not for everyone, and wild edibles is a very tricky, extremely dangerous thing to get into. All right, so don't take my word for it. These videos are only for entertainment. But anyway, that's pretty much, I mean, there's other stuff around here. I'm not going to bore you to death with this stuff. There's some more sumac, some staghorn sumac. Don't get confused with the white drooping flowers. That's poison sumac, and that stuff's worse than poison ivy or poison oak. That is serious, so do not touch that, let alone eat it. You'll probably die. The point of this video is, hold on, shut the quad off, it's too loud. The point of the video is really just to show you guys that I'm on the hunt already for free food. This is all within the idea of prepping and you know, sustaining yourself. And if nothing else, even if you put all that stuff to the side, you really, you know what, nothing's ever going to happen, I don't want to prep, blah blah blah. It's entertaining. And not only is it entertaining, it's really fun. I can't wait until I get my family together and we take a walk and we pick some berries, you know, and make some jam and do something with it. Kaylin, my niece, growing up, I love for her to be exposed to stuff like this and nature, you know what I mean, and seeing animals and wildlife and you know, the wild edibles. It's entertaining to a lot of people. A lot of people don't take it seriously. I know a lot of people aren't literally going out and foraging, you know, for their dinner, and that's totally okay. For me, it's a novelty. It's really cool to know that I have something to fall back on. If something were to really happen, I could sustain myself. I mean, this pond is extremely well stocked, so there's, you know, endless fish, endless berries, stuff like that. I could hunt deer if I really had to. So I know myself and my family are going to be okay. But right now, nothing's happening, and I hope nothing ever happens. So for right now, it's entertainment, and I hope that's what it will always be. It's just nice to know in the back of my mind that learning some things, you know, even if you're just taking a walk with someone, you happen to point at a bush and go, hey, that's this. And they go, really? How do you know that? And you explain it to them. It's entertaining. And it's just really nice to be educated about different random things that we may run across, you know, in our life. And I know a lot of you guys have passed this type of stuff. You know, there's a lot of people who live in the woods, and, you know, all these things are around you. You just never knew they were there. And it's just cool to get educated on it. So if there's an interest in this stuff and you want to see more videos on it, please let me know. You have to comment. If you don't comment, I have no idea what you want to see. I have no idea if there's any interest. I don't want to post videos and record things that I'm doing that you guys don't care about. And of course, not everyone's going to be into it. Actually, see the whole top there? That's all more sumac too. So hopefully make some good drink with that. But anyway, you guys get the point. I'm not going to keep rambling. That's it for now. Hope you guys have a great day. Leave your comments. Let me know what's going on in your mind. Let me know if this is interesting to you and you want to learn more. All right? But until then, have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.